I'm Mayor Jeff Stamen, and I would like to welcome all of you to the Collinsville Community C3 Awards. I'd like to take just a minute to recognize the Collinsville City Council, Councilman Donna Green, Councilman Tony Hausman, Councilman Tony Furman, and Councilman David Seaton. Thank you all for your support, and I have an excellent council to work with. We're able to accomplish some good things in the city. If you have ever attended before, you know that we're all in for an exciting and fun night. And if this is your first time, I'm sure you'll be back. C3 is a collaboration between the City of Collinsville, Collinsville Unit Number 10 School District, and the Collinsville Chamber of Commerce. The C3 Awards are an annual celebration to recognize the great people who serve the city in various aspects of their as well as their outstanding contributions to the community. This is a way to celebrate the people and the organizations that make Collinsville a great city and a community that we're all proud of. Tonight we recognize 6 individuals, 1 business, and 1 annual event that represent the best of Collinsville. I want to remind everyone, particularly the individual recipients, that this award is not something that these individuals go out and strive to win. This is just something they do every day in the performance of their jobs. No competition for this. Well, maybe the police and fire, there's some competition there, but a little friendly rivalry between those departments. But it's just the commitment and the pride in the work they do to serve our community. I'd like to thank our silver sponsors tonight, and I will recognize Fairmount Park Casino and Racing, a new business, an old business revived, but it's going to have a great effect, positive effect on the city. They have big expansion plans planned. They opened earlier this year, and we're all looking forward to what that's going to bring to the city. The Collinsville, Maryville, Caseyville Rotary, I'm a proud member of that, and we have a lot of members from the CMC Rotary here tonight. GRP Wegman, it's the electrical contractor that's been responsible for putting the solar panels in, trying to get all the city facilities. So that's going to have a great impact in the city. They've been great to work with. And Glick's Clothing, really a shout out to them for having the confidence to invest in Collinsville. They moved from Granite City in the spring of 2021, and it's a great addition to the community. But it's an organization that sells nationwide. In your program, we've listed all the sponsors, and I would like for you to take a look at those sponsors, and those are the people that allow us to put on events like this to honor the people that serve us so well. So now I'd like to introduce City Councilman David Seaton, who will give the invocation tonight for dinner tonight. David?
All right, let's pray. God, thank you so much for this great city that you've given us to live in, Lord. A wonderful just city officials and employees, a school district, God, that truly cares about the kids that are learning there, wanting to see them grow up to be fantastic adults. And then a chamber, God, that wants to see our businesses thrive and to be productive. So God, thank you that we can come together, enjoy some good food and drinks, and just celebrate what you're allowing us to do. And so we ask that you bless our time together and bless this food. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I'm Superintendent Brad Skirtich, and I have the pleasure to introduce 2 recipients this evening. But it's also a pleasure to celebrate our youth, our educators, our firefighters, police officers, and our community award recipients at this year's C3 Awards Banquet. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to express how fortunate we are to work closely with the City of Collinsville, our police department, and our fire department. We sincerely appreciate your commitment to keeping our students and staff safe and for everything you do to support the betterment of our schools and our community. Before I introduce the first recipient of the evening, I'd like to also take a moment to highlight the work of the Collinsville Area Community Foundation. Many of the board is in the audience tonight. To date, the foundation has raised more than $900,000 to support scholarships, education, initiatives, and community projects. In 2024, nearly $68,000 was distributed, and this number continues to grow in 2025. Our ask is simple tonight. Help tell our story through organic conversations, as the foundation's purpose is simple yet powerful: to elevate the quality of life for each resident by investing in our youth, our communities, and our residents. So if you haven't heard about CACF, ask, but if someone asks you about it, please share, because our goal is to help everyone, not only students, but our communities as well. And as been an annual tradition, I just want to remind the fire department and as well as the police department, the school district is the current polar plunge champions. And we are reinitiating that challenge again tonight. And I also want to remind Kevin Reese that I did win last year. So the competition is open, so start getting your teams together for a great cause, and we have a little fun with that, but it has been a blast with that. I don't want to not share that story tonight. All right, while we're here, I am pleased to introduce an outstanding young lady as the 2025 Leader of Tomorrow, Miss Layla Hutchinson.
Layla was in my wellness PE class, and from day one, I loved having her in class. All the activities we did, she always would give her extreme best effort. I think my biggest thing with her, though, is if she saw anybody struggling, she would take it upon herself to try to lift them up. And that is one of the best qualities, I think, of Layla, is how she sees people that may need a smile, and she'll go over and she takes it upon herself to help them with whatever they may need. Childhood Cancer Awareness Club got started in 21, I believe it was. We try to raise money. We give it to St. Jude, and then we help a local family that's battling childhood cancer. 3 years now, she has been on the board or an officer of the club. Currently, she is our historian. She has been taking notes, and she'll be putting together a book that will show what we all do for this year. And in the past, she's been a secretary, and then she's also been in charge of our PR.
If you would have told me, when I found out that this was an award that she was up for and something she was going to get, it did not surprise me at all, because that's the kind of person she is and that's the kind of character she has. One of the things that we would talk about with her would be the Kindness Cup.
Hello, and welcome to the Kindness Cup with Layla and
Brent.
Today is Thursday, April 7th, and that means it's time for us to fill up your cup with more good news.
For her to take that on and to create something that didn't even exist before, especially at a time like COVID, when we were all trying to figure out how to navigate what school was going to look like during that time. Everybody in the school was excited about watching them, couldn't wait to see what she was going to come out with next. That project and the things that she did really brought a lot of positivity and a smile to people's faces. So it was a great project at the perfect time.
We hope that during this time of uncertainty, these stories remind you that one thing is certain. Kindness is all around us.
When you think about the K-Hawk Way, you think about Layla. She's one of our top achieving students. You don't get to that level without having the ability to manage your time. So with her being involved in the student council, with her being involved in the CCA, in the thespians, beyond that, she has her own part-time job. She's also on the tennis team. And so all of those things require a significant amount of management and understanding of what's coming down the pike. She doesn't ever allow anything to surprise her, because she's always prepared for it. She cares for everyone. If there's ever an injustice, she works to do whatever she can to support that student.
And I don't think there was ever a student or a staff member who ever had a worse day because they came across Layla. She made everybody's day better every single day she was at our school.
She is somebody that when she walks in a room, she just makes it brighter, because she's so positive and she encourages people.
She really is top notch, and she puts everything she has into anything that she has passion for.
She seems very driven to excel in whatever she chooses to do. She's got a bright future ahead of her.
Hi everyone. That was the sweetest video ever. I just want to say that was so sweet. It made me tear up a little bit. I would like to start off by expressing my sincerest gratitude to everybody and anyone who has made this night possible. Thank you to the City of Collinsville, the Collinsville Chamber of Commerce, and the Collinsville School District for your collaboration in and dedication to acknowledging Collinsville residents who help make our community the special place it is. When my parents were deciding where to live, they selected Collinsville because they were impressed with the sense of connection and kindness here. That sense of community and spirit of giving is something that has been at the foundation of my education since I enrolled at Renfro as a kindergarten student, a very long time ago. From volunteering as a library assistant in the elementary school to eventually returning back to Renfro as a Doris intermediate student to assist teachers in their classrooms, service has always been part of the K-Hawk way. And from an early age, I've learned that giving back to others is a very rewarding experience. At Collinsville Middle School, Ms. Kirk always believed in me enough, and she even allowed me to organize a Red Ribbon Week events. And they didn't just engage students, but they also utilized research-based materials to educate them as well. It was the first time I realized that a leader is nothing without people who see their vision, believe in them, and support them. As I continued my time as a student in Collinsville, I remember being so excited to finally go to high school and have the chance to become even more involved in my community and my school. Service is truly a cornerstone at Collinsville High School. I'm forever thankful for the time I have spent working in my community garden in Maryville with Mrs. Lindauer and volunteering to pick up with the Rotary Club on the weekends and working with my friends at the soup kitchen thanks to Dr. Skirtage. Every experience was an opportunity to connect with this wonderful community and work to make lasting change. Each moment was a reminder that there is power when people come together for a cause and make a difference, and I am forever thankful to play a small role in it. I would like to close by thanking a few special people. Thank you to my mom, Allie, for empowering me to use my passions to help others. Your support and advice continues to give me direction and confidence in all I do. I would like to thank my Kindness Cup partner, Brent, for motivating me to figure out what truly inspires me and encouraging me to chase it with intention. I would love to thank the rest of my family and all my friends and my boyfriend for always being there for me and for donating countless items and volunteering sacred time to support the causes I have championed for throughout the years. This Collinsville means so much to me, my friends mean so much to me, my teachers mean so much to me, and thanks to all of them, I really feel comfortable and I feel inspired to just really get involved and help make a difference. So I'm really excited to finish my senior year and see what else I can do, and thank you to all of you for helping me, make my dreams come true and help others. So it means a lot to me, so thank you so much.
The next recipient of the evening, I am pleased to introduce an amazing teacher as the 2025 Stan Schaefer Education Community Leadership Award, Mrs. Rachel Whitener.
I think Rachel Whitener is an amazing person for this award because she does extend, those relationships beyond the classroom and into the community.
She has mastered both the art and science of teaching. She's very data-driven, and she uses that data to identify and meet the needs of her kids. But the art of it is the performance, making it fun, getting them involved to make those indelible memories that help kids remember material and connect to what they're learning.
Her dramatic math. Dramatic math. She learns us new things.
We start teaching them to borrow in second grade. By fourth grade, they're still not getting it. She's made it so that it connects to their lives and it's something that sticks with them. And it's also very funny. She makes people laugh, and that's important, I think, in education.
She's not afraid to be silly. She will talk in a British accent throughout the day, and kids will talk in a British accent. She does it to get their attention, and it keeps their attention.
My day has been fantastic, thank you.
She will bring new ideas. We've done the egg drop for several years, but she was the first one to say, hey, let's get the fire truck involved. Will they come and see us?
She is involved at the building level as well as the district level and even within the community. Mentoring, taking on student teachers, helping to guide and facilitate growth and raise expectations for students and for us as a building and district.
So I work in her classroom, and so she really helps me out a lot as far as in the learning experience as what needs to happen in the classroom as far as problem solving or just engaging the children.
Funniest thing that she does, she lets us say 6, 7. Dramatic math. She's funny and she's really nice.
Every day that she comes in, she always brings in positivity for her students. Even if it's not a great day for her, she makes it a great day for them.
And I've said this before and I'll say it again. When you're around Rachel, you are in the presence of greatness. There is so much confidence that comes with that, knowing that she's here with us on our team, making this happen day in, day out.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never want to hear it.
Say what?
I want it that way.
Oh my goodness, that was so sweet. Growing up, my parents instilled an important value in me that I would carry with me into my adulthood and into my career. It was the power of the word when. They would always say things like, when you graduate college, or when you play college softball. Always when, and never if. That simple shift in language shaped my entire future. I didn't realize it growing up, but this taught me to have high expectations for myself, and with discipline and dedication, these things would happen. I have carried the same philosophy into my classroom with my students. I tell them when you all become extreme readers and when you graduate high school, because I think it's important for them to have someone in their lives that believes in them and expects great things from each and every one of them. So I want to thank my parents for instilling in me the values that have made me the person and the teacher that I am today. When I was looking into colleges, when I was in high school, it was a scary time for people going into education. There were hardly any jobs. When practically everyone was telling me to go into something else, my now husband Derek was the one saying that education was exactly where I belonged. I'm lucky enough to have someone that also challenges me to be the best version of myself. Not many newlyweds who were just trying to figure out how to make it financially would be encouraging their partner that right then seemed like the best time to go back to school and get their master's. I'm so lucky that I have a husband that has supported me in what I've wanted since we were 15. I also have to thank my children, Ainsley and Abram, who have made me a better person and who bring me back to what really matters. Coming home to them is the biggest breath of fresh air every day. Finally, I couldn't end this speech without taking a minute to talk about Kreitner, our students, staff, and community. It has been a saying long before I started at Kreitner that we were our own hidden gem. This was because of the dedication that we all put in for the sake of the kids. But I can confidently say that with the help of a principal that trusts her teachers, a staff that loves and cares for our students, and a community that is always willing to reach out a lending hand, we are breaking barriers that we never thought we could. And that saying about Kreitner is changing. We are no longer a hidden gem. We are a gem that is proud, bright, and impossible to miss. Because when we believe in each other and expect great things, extraordinary things happen. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is J.C. Henry, and as president of the Chamber, it is my honor to present the 2025 Business Impact Award. This award recognizes a business whose leadership, investment, and involvement have made a meaningful contribution to the growth and vitality of our community. This year, we are proud to honor Fairmont Park Casino and Racing. Under new ownership, Fairmont has entered an exciting chapter of growth and reinvestment in Collinsville. Their significant renovations, along with the development of the new casino and Long Shots restaurant, have created new jobs, increased local foot traffic, and brought exciting new energy into one of our community's most iconic destinations. Equally important is Fairmont's renewed focus on community engagement. Their leadership has demonstrated a strong commitment to partnering with the Chamber, the city, and local organizations actively participating in Collinsville events and initiatives. They continue to show that they are not simply operating in Collinsville, they are truly invested in Collinsville. For their vision, their progress, and their dedication to our community, we are honored to present the 2025 Business Impact Award to Fairmont Park Casino and Racing.
So when we looked over the criteria for the Business Impact Award, Fairmont was right on the top of our list with not only just their expansion and their renovations, they have brought many new jobs here to town, tourism as well. So having the horse track brings a variety of individuals to our town who might not just have came here for the restaurants or even the festivals that we have, and it draws them up to see other aspects of Collinsville.
Very blessed, actually celebrating our 100th anniversary of Fairmont Park. Had the casino open for about 6 months now. So one of the great things about the racetrack is it gives us opportunities to invest in the community in different ways. The community's been super supportive of us and our fan base is phenomenal. So we want to really take these opportunities. We've had a couple of car shows. We're looking at adding a farmer's market next year and really just some ways that we can utilize our properties because it sits in such a great spot and we've got so many wonderful amenities. No reason not to be able to use it and really help benefit the community.
So we partner with them for a lot of our events. We do our Chamber Horse Hooky once a year, and we've done that for many of years, where we spend a day in June. All of our members are invited to sit out, watch the race. We also sponsor that race that day.
So we opened Long Shots in June of this year. In addition to the restaurant, we're also responsible for all the food and beverage options on the property. We have a lot of different sections that are named from different things that go on the racetrack. A lot of our cocktails are named after different horse terms or racing terms.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
I have to admit, probably the Portuguese sticky ribs. So we slow braise them for 3.5 hours, and then they're deep fried and tossed in an Asian sticky garlic sauce.
We opened the casino last April and really quick build out and a really quick time frame to be able to try to make as much of an impact as we could locally and start really generating that economic development that we promised the community. So we're currently evaluating all those plans to figure out where the permanent casino is going to sit on the property. Within the next calendar year, we'll have full construction going on the permanent casino.
I mean, the Chamber's very excited for their expansion and the partnership that we have with them and the partnership that they are providing to multiple of our Chamber members and community organizations as well.
The city and everybody here locally has been phenomenal. We have had tremendous support from the outset, whether that's with the city government or with the chamber and the various businesses that we've tried to integrate with. They've been very supportive.
Good evening, everyone. I love seeing this video because the first person I met when I came back to the Collinsville region was Katie. And I called her and I said, "Hi, Katie, this is Kate." And it just sounded funny every time ever since then. It was a year ago, actually yesterday, that we closed the acquisition, and it was very exciting to be able to say that when our company said, we're going to build a casino down in southern Illinois, and they said, would you be interested in going down there? And I thought, 24 years ago, I started my career down in this region, and I was very excited to be able to come back to this area and finish out my career. So the Collinsville area, we thank you so very much for welcoming us. It has been an incredible experience thus far, and we are very excited for what we're going to continue to build. But then also the fact that all of you and our team members have shared such incredible memories with us. Our 62-year veteran at our casino and racing side has shared memories from 62 years. His whole life has been out there in his family's life. And it wouldn't feel as special if we didn't have those types of memories to be able to share and continue the longevity of the next 100 years that we have. So thank you very much. We are very excited for 2026 and all the changes that are yet to come and a whole new race season and bringing you all back into what you already grew the first 100 years in this wonderful community. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It is great to be here tonight to celebrate the people and organizations who make Collinsville such a vibrant and welcoming community in our region. My name is Corey Jobe, and as my role as President and CEO of the Great Rivers and Routes Tourism Bureau, I have the privilege of working with communities across Southwest Illinois. And I can tell you with confidence, Collinsville truly stands out as one of the best. I say this every year at this dinner. I think every major community in our 6-county region should host a community dinner like this, an awards program that shows the collaborative effort between business, education, and government. This community knows how to put on great festivals and events. They're creative, they're well run, and they bring people together in a way that strengthens the livability of our region. And while Collinsville has many wonderful traditions, Horseradish Festival, Smokin' on Main, your Fall Festival, and the Christmas Light Up Parade. There is one event that is in its class of its own. Year after year, the Italian Fest remains the city's biggest draw and one of the richest cultural traditions in our region. It brings tens of thousands of people to downtown, showcases Collinsville's heritage, and creates the kind of energy that reminds all of us why tourism and quality of life matters in our area. Tonight, it is my honor to present the Spirit of Tourism Award, which recognizes leadership, creativity, and a true commitment to elevating our community through tourism. This year's recipient embodies all of that and much more. The Collinsville Chamber of Commerce has done an outstanding job stewarding and growing the annual Italian Festival, ensuring it remains a signature event that continues to attract visitors from across the Midwest. Let's watch the video.
Italian Fest is a big festival that we hold here in Collinsville every year. It's a tradition in our town that's from the 80s. It started off as a sidewalk sale for businesses to sell, and it just turned into a festival celebrating our heritage in this town and bringing the whole city together.
There are many other Italian miners who came to this area. They related word to friends back in Italy that this was a good place to live and that jobs could be found here for miners. So that is probably the biggest impetus for the Italian immigrant wave we saw around the turn of the century.
We were one of the first booths in the Italian Fest with our church, and there were several communities in Italy, including where my mom's family is from, her father and mother, that came to this area because of the coal mining.
Dad worked like a mule, and they made a future in these little areas, and it makes my heart happy to say it.
I've been coming to it since I was a little kid. I'm 51 years old, so it's been around for a long time. Between the city workers, and the awesome job that the Chamber's doing with Katie and everybody, it just, every year it just seems like it's bigger and bigger and better.
Since we have 4 festivals now, I would say, on Main Street, I think they all are bringing more in every year. Italian Fest just seems to be the biggest. We're looking at 40,000 plus in attendees just in one weekend. We've grown in vendor size. Our 5K hits over 400 runners a year now. It is growing every single year, and it's amazing to see.
Thinking about the Spirit of Tourism Award, we were just thinking about various organizations within the community that really come together, put on either a great festival that just brings people from outside of our Collinsville community to kind of see what the festival is all about. It also goes in partnering with all the nonprofits that we have up here for the weekend, just raising money for all them.
Italian Fest, of course, is unique because it celebrates the region's heritage. So there's that sense of community pride that comes up locally, but then of course we're attracting visitors from Chicago, St. Louis, any kind of drivable market. They're coming to Collinsville, so the impact is economic, but the impact is also community pride and identity.
I think people want this to happen every year, and they're excited whenever it does come around, because if I walk around in my Italian Fest t-shirts, which I do, outside of the festival times, it's like, oh, Italian Fest, like they are excited for it.
My favorite parts of the Italian Fest have to be watching all the great civic organizations raise money for new uniforms, trips to Washington, D.C., athletic equipment, but my favorite is to connect with old friends and family and be a little bit Italian in Collinsville.
Without the fans, without the people, without the volunteers, without the staff, without all the hours and hours of time that everyone puts in, it just wouldn't be possible.
Spero con il mio cuore che avete una buona festa. I said, I hope with all my heart that you have a wonderful fest.
While we all come up here, if you have sat on the Italian Fest committee or have volunteered at the Italian Fest, could you guys please stand up for a minute so we can give you guys a round of applause too? Everybody, I know there's many of you in here. think we got us all up here. All right, for more than 40 years, Italian Fest has been one of Collinsville's most cherished traditions. What began as a sidewalk sale and a celebration of our heritage has grown into a signature event that not only honors our roots, but brings our entire community together. Italian Fest is far more than a festival. It's a source of meaningful impact. Each year, local nonprofits raise funds through their involvement, and those dollars go directly back into our community. They support programs, services, and in many cases, provide opportunities for our students and families. The festival's reach extends far beyond just the weekend. It strengthens Collinsville all year long. This recognition truly belongs to the past and current volunteer committee that have worked tirelessly to bring this event to life. Our committee is made up of business owners, chamber members, and community volunteers who devote countless of hours to this event. They work all year round, the long weekend with very little rest, and even the cleanup after the last guest leaves. Their dedication and passion are what keep this festival thriving after 4 decades. I also want to recognize the 100 of volunteers who show up on the festival weekend, working in beer stands, token booths, and assisting wherever we may need help, especially those that stepped in and helped us during what I call the Midwest hurricane this year. If you know what I'm talking about, it was bad. Your generosity and spirit are what keep this tradition thriving. Lastly, I want to thank all of our sponsors and for their continued support. Your generosity allows us to keep this event thriving, introduce new activities, and provide a free family fun area for our entire community to enjoy. This award is a celebration of all of you. Everyone who has helped Italian Fest grow, evolve, and continue to shine as Collinsville's most beloved tradition. Thank you for your dedication, your vision, and your belief in what this festival means for our city. On behalf of the Chamber and the entire Italian Fest team, thank you for this honor in supporting a tradition that continues to bring joy, unity, and a lasting impact to Collinsville.
Good evening. I'm John Balo. I'm your fire chief. Congratulations to all the recipients tonight. And I look forward to this event every year. It truly is my favorite. Steve Jobs once said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Tonight, I have the honor of introducing firefighter-paramedic Zach Jenny as a 2025 Collinsville Firefighter of the Year. It is clear to me that Zach loves what he does. The mission of the fire department can be summarized in 3 key elements. We strive to provide a community with the best service possible by practicing skills and gaining knowledge. We are committed to being a pillar of the community by providing effective community outreach. And we challenge ourselves to always improve and become area leaders. Firefighter Jenny is a dedicated professional known for his solid work habits, steady personal growth, and unwavering commitment to service. Throughout his career, he has consistently sought to improve himself while keeping the needs of the others and everybody else in the forefront. Driven by a genuine desire to do what is best for our citizens, he approaches every responsibility with integrity, diligence, and strong sense of purpose. Let's take a look at the video.
Firefighter of the Year for us is a very important decision. You know, we've got a department full of wonderful people. Every year, our entire department could be that Firefighter of the Year.
For me, somebody pops in my head pretty quickly because I pay attention to the guys and what they're doing over the year, and this year was no exception. When I started thinking, Zach's name immediately came to mind because I knew he had done so much over the past year. He does everything he's supposed to do, but he goes above and beyond in his job. He came from the helicopter world, which you have to be an awesome paramedic to work there, and he's brought those skills with him here. But not only does he shine as a paramedic, he has a very mechanically inclined brain, which leads himself to be a very good fireman.
Oh man, he makes my job so much easier. He's my go-to guy. If I have a question, I ask Zach, whether it's on the ambulance or on a fire truck. Zach has his stuff together and he can pretty much get us through anything.
Zach is very much community minded. I like to say that fire department is a family. Zach's part of our family, yet Zach will reach out and show how much family we are within the community.
You know, they do the soup bowl and they have a chili cook-off, coats for kids, the various booths that we have outside for the events at Youth Academy, and Zach's involved in all of those.
He's one of the first guys there to set up. He's the guy there that's there to break down. Without his involvement and stuff, a lot of the things that we do over the course of the year wouldn't get done.
Zach has been the chairman of our ambulance committee, and that takes a lot of time to do that. And now he's also taken on the responsibility to help manage the maintenance for those vehicles as well.
This department requires a lot of every individual, and for him to dedicate the time he has, it really is a testament to his dedication here.
Zach has also joined the technical rescue team for Madison County and working towards certification with the technical rescue team with St. Clair County.
If there's an event that goes on that is really kind of a technical rescue incident, we have individuals on the department that are relied on, whether it's an emergency in Collinsville or they have to go and help in another community. He jumped in there and he's very knowledgeable. So it's just natural for him to fill that leadership role when we are at trainings because he's got that background.
He is a prototypical firefighter. He's involved in the community, he's involved in training, he loves the job, he loves showing up every day. If I had a role model in our department, it would probably be Zach.
Be a firefighter that is here for our community. Involve yourself, continue to make yourself better, because everything we do here is for our community, and Zach leads that.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to start this off by saying if this speech is horrible, don't blame me, blame Simon Childerson, because I had him proofread it today and he said it was fantastic. So, but once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight to support this extraordinary event. It's great to see such a fantastic turnout, but I'm not surprised because Collinsville has always had a remarkable community support. Before I forget, I would like to thank all the other award winners tonight, so congratulations on that. I'd like to start out by thanking the City of Collinsville, City Manager Derek Jackson, Mayor Stamen, right there, sorry, the City Council, and the rest of the City of Collinsville staff. The Collinsville Community School District number 10, Dr. Skirtich, along with his staff, and the Collinsville Chamber of Commerce, Katie Slimmick, and the rest of the board of directors for putting on such a great event. I've been here quite a few years and it just gets better every year. But standing up here tonight, I am truly honored and humbled to be accepting this award for Firefighter of the Year. To be honest, I don't see it as an individual award because nothing we do in this profession is done alone. So while my name might be on the award tonight, this really belongs to the Collinsville Fire Department as a whole. First, I want to thank all the officers, our chiefs, Chief Balo, Deputy Chief Reese, and the entire Collinsville Fire Department for even considering me, let alone selecting me for Firefighter of the Year. We all know that there are many men and women in this room right now, at the home with their families, or even on duty, like you can see in the back of all the guys on duty here, that are deserving of the same recognition, and that's why it means so much to me. To be honored by people I respect, people I've learned from, I've sweated with, and trusted in some of my worst days, and trust me, we have bad days, is something that I'll never forget. To my shift mates, both past and present, you're more than just coworkers. You're the people I trust with my life. You all make me better every single shift, and every single one of you brings something to the table. You bring something that makes us stronger. From the beginning with D shift to now working on B shift, any success that I've had comes directly from working beside each and every one of you. You challenge me, you support me, and you never let me settle for good enough. We hold each other accountable, and that's what makes this department so strong. So thank you for the laughs, the 3A conversations, and pushing me to grow, for having my backs on calls, in training, and in life. I'm proud to be part of this family. I could stand up here tonight and say something about each member of the department that's had a big impact on my career, but as you know in the past, that could take all night. Instead, I would just like to name a few. Starting off with my shift, Kurt, There you are, over there. Kurt, we come from the same neck of the woods. We both actually worked for the same employers in the past as well. I can still remember years ago when I worked at Highland EMS and your name was brought up multiple times discussing how great of an employee you were and how great of a guy you were. At that time, I didn't know you. I just knew the Lyttican name. And for those that don't know, there's about 1 million Lytticans. But boy, were they right. You're definitely somebody that not only I look up to, but also somebody the whole department looks up to. Michael, unfortunately, Michael couldn't be here tonight, but all I can say is, oh geez. I don't even know where to start. We all know Michael's love for bubblegum and sweets, his charismatic attitude, and his devotion to Sparky the dog. But what I love most about Michael is his persistence and his ability to speak his mind. While his constant text messaging can get a little aggravating at times, I always know what he's trying to get across is pure most of the time. Phil, I never know if you're telling the truth or lying, Phil. You have the best poker face out of anybody I know. You're definitely the prankster of the department as much as, you're definitely the prankster of the department as well, but you do it in the most candid way. We don't get to work together a lot since we're on opposite shifts or opposite stations, but I can always reach out to you to bounce the ideas off of. Matt Reeder, some describe you as the Eeyore of Station 2. While that might sound bad at first, I find your insightfulness, your persistence, your sarcasm, and your general melancholy demeanor something to be desired. So don't change your ways. Dusty, thank you for being not only the captain of our department, captain of our shift, but a leader in general. You truly look out for our crew, the department as a whole, and the community. I know I can come to you with any concerns, whether it be work-related or personal, and you always have my back, so thank you. Caleb, I don't know where to start as well. You put a smile on everybody's face, Caleb. For those of you who've seen his speech in the past when he was awarded this, but even in the worst days, you always put a smile on everybody's face. Your witty sense of humor, whether it be discussing brothers-in-law, impersonating Jolie, or even pouring hard-shell chocolate all over your belly, you make everybody laugh. You're also there without a doubt anytime to support any of us in any way that we may need, and I'm glad to have you as my lieutenant. Brendan, I'm actually happy to see you actually made it on time tonight. You absolutely, without a doubt, get the most crap from everybody on our shift, but you gotta admit, you kind of make it pretty easy. Always remember, like I've told you, the only reason we do it is because we love you. And last but not least, Simon. Oh, Simon, of course I had to save you for last. From the first day I met you, Simon, I knew we were gonna get along, even though you tried to kill me by driving the ladder truck through somebody's yard, and then ripped the tow hooks off the front of the truck on my second day of work. That definitely had me questioning my career decisions at that point. But since then, ironically, you've become someone I trust, someone I confide in with anything. But then you try to kill me again. My shoulder will never be the same, and I'm still looking for that yellow SUV. But thank you for everything. And thank you for, I quote, teaching me everything you know and everything I know. I know as years go by, our friendship will only grow stronger. A couple other people I'd like to thank. Steve Reed. Steve, I know you're not on our shift anymore, traitor, but I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, your knowledge, your persistent training, everything you've done. It only has made me a better firefighter. Eric Freeman, there's not a lot I can't say about you. We go to training together, and whether it's people trying to break in our room at 3 a.m. in the hotel, random people that we don't know, or parked cars that might get in our way when we're trying to leave a restaurant, thank you for always being there and for going through the training that we go through together. I also want to recognize the firefighters who came before us. Their example built the culture that we walk into each morning, the brotherhood and sisterhood that we all feel. My hope is that some small way I can carry forward what they've brought and take to the next generation coming up behind me. And last but certainly not least, my family here with me tonight, Heather, Kason, and Emery. I want to say thank you. You guys are my rock. Your support is the foundation that keeps me grounded. Heather, from the start when I came home over 14 years ago and said, you know what, I'm quitting my job. I'm gonna go back to school to be a paramedic and hopefully eventually become a firefighter. You've had my back. You're always there, whether it's for me or for the kids, and I love you and appreciate you more than I can say, whether I show it or not. Thank you for being in my calm place. Kason and Emery, I know this job asks a lot. Late nights, missed dinners, missed baseball games, missed bedtimes, long stretches away, but you guys never complain. I hope I make you as proud as you make me. You've all given me the strength and balance to show up to work every day and serve the city of Collinsville. This award is as much as yours as it is mine. At the end of the day, awards fade, but the work we do together doesn't. What matters most is being part of something bigger than myself and serving the city of Collinsville with a team I'm proud to stand behind. That's the real honor. Thank you all again for this recognition tonight. I'm grateful, I'm humbled, and I'm proud to keep doing this job with each of you. Stay safe, and thank you.
My name is Brett Borm, and as of January of this past year, I'm the new Chief of Police for the City of Collinsville. I'm humbled to stand before you this evening for the very first time. As I look out into this room, all I see are difference makers. I see people who love this community deeply, and people who truly are doing amazing things that make my hometown the thriving community that it is. On behalf of the Collinsville Police Department, please accept my congratulations to all of you who are receiving awards tonight. It is my distinct honor to stand before you as we celebrate several community members who have given back and who have gone above and beyond to make this community special. In our case, we celebrate the dedication, courage, and service of the men and women who wear our badge. Every day, our officers walk into the unknown. Not for recognition, and certainly not for reward like tonight, but because they care deeply about the safety and well-being of you, the citizens and business owners of Collinsville. This award, Police Officer of the Year, is the most prestigious award we have. It represents the very best of who we are as a department. Integrity, professionalism, compassion, fairness, and dedication to duty. It recognizes an individual who's gone above and beyond the call of service, who has made a lasting impact on this community, and he reminds us all of why we chose this profession so long ago. So tonight, on behalf of the men and women of the Collinsville Police Department and this amazing community we're so proud to protect, it's my honor and privilege to present the 2025 Police Officer of the Year to Officer Brian Joy. Let's watch the video.
The Collinsville Police Department has been founded on a principle that we call proactive policing. And what that means is we ask that our officers be proactive in the community, out on the street, trying to intercept crime before it happens.
So I would say criminal patrol is a skill officers learn where they use behaviors or specific indicators to suggest that someone may have, they currently are, or they just did commit some sort of criminal offense. Officer Joy is the embodiment of an aggressive criminal patrol officer. He is constantly looking for those behaviors and indicators that would suggest that someone's doing something that they're not supposed to.
This year really stuck out as Brian's year. He made fantastic arrests. He always stays active. We've received countless letters or emails thanking Brian for going above and beyond in a certain case.
Main at St. Louis Road, Main at St. Louis Road.
223 traffic, Main at St. Louis.
He won the ACE award last year, which is given to every officer who has at least 12 self-initiated felony arrests in a calendar year. Because of that, he got nominated to be a member of the Madison County Cross River Task Force, which is a grouping of officers from all across the area that deploy usually once a month to specific areas to try and proactively look for criminal activity.
He handles all of his calls for service thoroughly, respectfully. He goes to completion on everything.
He takes the extra steps, whether it's investigating a case, following up with people that have had a complaint, so much so that he's now one of our field training officers because we believe his skills are at a place where he can now pass those skills on to new officers. His career could easily take him as high as he wants to. He kind of controls his future.
Well, I first want to say, Josh, I know that pained you a lot to say those beautiful things about me, but I appreciate you. I do want to start off by thanking you, along with Chief Borm and the rest of my amazing administration, for choosing to put me here tonight. I'm honored to receive this award and appreciate each of you for acknowledging my efforts over this past year. I couldn't ask for a better department to work for. I want to thank my dispatchers, past and present, for everything that they've done and continue to do, not only for myself, but for all of us. I consider myself very lucky to work alongside some of the best that the area has to offer. And last but not least, because they insist, I want to thank my crew, Billy Tracy, Jake Besserman, Phil Tamborello, and Tim Severin. I've worked with a good handful of people already in my 4 years here, but the guys on D Squad are a big reason why I'm standing up here tonight. With that said, you've all played a huge role in getting me to where I'm at today. And I want you guys to know that I share this award with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Hello. I'm John Miller's sister, his little sister, and I'm so honored to be able to, I'm not very good at public speaking. I'm so honored to be able to come and present this to him. He's always been a hero to us, and he's been the best big brother I could ever ask for. And they asked me to tell some stories, and I have so many. Yeah, sorry. Okay. We have so many stories of John, but I thought of one because of his service years ago when he had to have brain surgery, and we weren't sure if he was going to come out of it or not. And so when he went with my older brother to get checked into the hospital, and as they walked into the lobby, a lady had dropped onto the floor and was in distress. And instead of, he just dropped everything and they started doing CPR and to help her until they could get medical staff. So that's who he is. He's always said he cares so much for this community. I mean, we hated to lose him because we're from Ohio, but we're so thankful that he found this wonderful place to build a life with. So with that, I would love to present him to that and let him speak. And he didn't know I was here today. We kept it from him, so this is a surprise. It was a hard one to surprise him.
It is with great honor that we get to celebrate you and thank you. You embody hometown hero for all the things that you've done in our community. You weren't born here, but you made this your home. And you have served us well, and you've served our country well. So John, we are thrilled to honor you at C3 Community Awards as our hometown hero.
John's life is a full circle of service. He enlisted in the U.S. Air Force during Vietnam era and served overseas. That experience shaped who he became and gave him a deep appreciation for sacrifice and patriotism. John had a real understanding of what it meant to be a frontline employee for the city of Collinsville. Having 31 years of experience as a firefighter, that really put him in a position to understand what our employees need to do their jobs on a regular basis.
I got rewards every day by knowing that I was doing something good for the community or for the country, especially as an airman in the Air Force. I joined the Air Force in '67, went to Amarillo Air Force Base for basic training, left Amarillo and went to Wichita Falls, Texas for crew chief training. And my first duty station was Scott Air Force Base after that. I spent a year from November 4th, 1968 till November 4th, 1969 in Vietnam. And that's when I found out I was going to be in a forward air control unit. The unit was called the 21st TAS, the Tactical Air Support Squadron. And we operated mainly in 2 Corps of Vietnam, and I was stationed at first at Nha Trang Air Base, where I learned the ins and outs of being in Vietnam. I did my job, I kept my nose clean and made sure my pilots got home in the airplane. When I got out, I got into another military type of organization in the fire service, because the chain of command and everything is very much like that of the military. So went from being a lowly firefighter that knew nothing about the job to being a captain when I retired. And I had several people ask me, including the mayor at that time, asked me if I would be interested in running for council. First time I ran, I got on the council. I guess it was about 2.5 years on the council when Mayor Schaefer passed away in his sleep. As Mayor Pro Tem, took over the duties of mayor then. And 15 years later, I retired as mayor. So.
John has been an active member here for many years. The monument out here, he was one of the prime people for having most of the displays that we have in there.
I started the design process and the flagpoles and the monuments and the helicopter. The post has gotten a lot of recognition because of that monument and the flag setup.
Now he's on executive committee, and he's still, contributing to the post and to the Legion function. I don't know what I can say about him except he's a good man and always has been. I've always been blessed to be able to call him friend.
So often our veterans get shoved in the shadows rather than in the limelight. There's an old saying that, a veteran signs a blank check for his service for our country. Many of them wrote that check and didn't cash in on it. And we have to remember their sacrifices. That's what it means being a veteran.
Thank you so much. When Donna came to the Veterans Award ceremony this past month, it surprised me. It was an extremely surprise. I was at a loss for words. You know me, I'm not at a loss for words, ever. But in that particular time, I didn't know quite what to say. It's me is always doing, not accepting, not being like, I don't like to be thanked. I just like to do. I like to do for others. This is a Veterans Award. I first learned about a veteran from my father and my mother. My father served in World War II and Korea. My mother served in the Women's Army Corps. My mother always made fun of my father because she outranked him. She was a lieutenant and he was a mechanic in the Navy. But I remember it so vividly because I remember when he was coming home from Korea, I remember sitting in the house and seeing him walk down the street with his duffel bag over his shoulder. And I remember running up to him and saying how proud I was of him. And he taught me what a veteran was over the years. And when I was old enough for the draft, I signed up for the draft, and the Vietnam War was going on, and I was really not happy about the situation of having to go to war. But I knew I wanted to do something, and I didn't want to go over there and just be something. So I joined the Air Force, and I thought possibly I could find a way to stay on this side of the world instead of going over on that side of the world. So I was there for a while, and I was doing my job as an airman does, and I got the orders to go to Vietnam. I went, I served, I did my time, I came back. I finished my tours at Offutt Air Force Base. I was lucky enough to go to Offutt Air Force Base and work as a crew chief on the SAC Airborne Command Post, which was a glorious, at the time, a glorious duty. And I was very, very proud to have served. But I learned what a veteran was. Now this award has Hometown Hero. And I will accept the word veteran, but I have a hard time being a hero. Excuse me. The heroes are the ones that didn't come home. Over 500,000 soldiers that fought in World War II didn't come home. Over 35,000 soldiers in the Korean War didn't come home. Over 58,000 soldiers that went to Vietnam didn't come home. And the ones that did come home, that were in the thick of things with Agent Orange, fought another battle once they got home. Those are the heroes. Those are the people we should honor. And on Veterans Day, when we have the parades and we honor their lives that they gave so that we can sit here tonight and enjoy a meal and celebrate what we do every day. Other heroes are the people behind the badges, the firefighters who run into burning buildings, the police officers that stand there and protect us from gun-wielding crazies. They're heroes. I'm a veteran. I'm not a hero. I went to war. I was able to come home and enjoy life with a family. And I have to say, I thank my family so much for being here with me this evening, and especially my sister that came in from Ohio. What a surprise. So as we go through the rest of the evening, I want to thank all of the people that had something to do with this. And I'd like to thank all the other awardees. But when you say your prayers this evening, think about the families of those hundreds and hundreds of thousands of veterans that didn't come home, and their families who wept when they found out that they lost them. Those are the true heroes. Thank you so much for this award. I am gravely honored, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Gosh, don't you just love this night? I feel it's such an honor to get to be a part of this this evening every year, that we get to be a part of the planning of this and hear the stories long in advance of all of you. And it doesn't weaken anything that we get to experience tonight. So, on to our last award. First of all, I'm Donna Green, Councilman Donna Green, and I am one of the the OGs of Collinsville Community Collaboration. And so every year when the committee starts the process of selecting who the recipients are going to be, some are selected through the community, some are specifically within the school district, some through the chamber, fire department, police department, but there's a couple of awards that the committee really does a search for those. The Spirit of Excellence is one of those. And a couple of those awards, we do our best to surprise the recipients so they don't know. There's like an event that we attend, or we meet them somewhere in their life and surprise them with the information that they have been selected as this year's recipients. Well, this year, as you can see, we have a question mark here. We had a hard time connecting with the recipient to surprise them. Schedules got in the way, their personal schedules. We were very sneaky we try to be as sneaky as possible, and so things got in the way. And so this year, the recipient is somebody out there, and you just don't know it. Which was super fun, because one of the most fun parts of this is that we get to surprise people. I don't necessarily like the surprises, but I love it when I get to surprise people. And so, so tonight, you are all in on the surprise. The Spirit of Excellence is an individual or an organization that really goes above and beyond in the community as a whole, that makes a difference in the lives of others. And the recipient tonight, when we selected this organization or individual, was because of the large impact this organization makes through some events that happen in this town that are just so incredibly family focused and really speak to who Collinsville is. And so without further ado, I can't wait to tell you that this year's recipient for the Spirit of Excellence Award is David Amston and Navigation Church.
This festival has been going on for over 15 years. I think about 8 years ago, Navigation Church took over running the festival. We really try to provide a family-focused event for the Collinsville community. We have a costume contest that's put on by Miners Theater. There's different age groups and everything, family contest. We have tractors that are brought in from local farmers for the kids to take pictures at and just be all around impressed by. Our fire department is involved. They have their antique fire truck out. The police are always here with a few cruisers. And then we have our chili cook-off competition. So we'll be having the judging for that in a bit. You can buy an entire bowl of chili or a little sample and go around and taste all of them. The Easter event is always held in Woodland Park. It's similar in that we have bounce houses as well as a very large Easter egg hunt. The attendees have grown year over year. We've been topping out at a little over 6,000 people at the Fall Festival specifically, and I think around 3,000 at the Easter activity as well. And in fact, even like next year, we're gonna take it to another level. We've already got Joy FM and Boost Radio booked to be here, and it'll be going out over the radio waves as well to really try and not just bring in the Collinsville community, but begin to also bring in communities outside of Collinsville and get others involved as well. Just encouraging people like you who haven't actually come out and explored this before to come out and join us for a day of fun.
Well, clearly you did not save the best for last, so before I get in just saying thank you, which by the way, if my speech is no good tonight, I gave it to Simon to proofread, and Simon never gave it back. Appreciate that, pal. Before we move on, I normally refer to you as Mayor, but Mr. Miller, I appreciate your humility by saying your definition of hero. But sir, please know that every Sunday morning I get to stand on a stage and boldly proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ without fear. And it's because you are a hero to me. So if you won't call yourself one, please allow us to call you one. We honor you, sir. So let's see how I'm doing in improv. First of all, to the Board of Education, thank you so much for this opportunity. Mayor, city council members, and city leaders, thank you for this award. And the Chamber of Commerce, Katie Salamanek, I think that's how you pronounce it. I appreciate you and what the Chamber's doing. Back in the end of 2006, there was a major ice storm that hit the city of Collinsville. And Navigation Church sits on a block kind of to itself. And we were without power for 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, no one wondered if we were closed. No one, Derek, no one called the city to see if we were still around. And I actually said out loud, I go, I bet if Walmart was out for 2 weeks, the city would be asking for that. And I realized that we had no impact in our city. And I don't think we were doing anything good, if I could so say that. So we decided to have a big impact. And all the way back in 2007, we had an idea to build the world's largest ketchup packet, which at that time, the other mayor, I'm just going with both mayor here. I'm not used to calling him John. It's just weird. But at that time, we decided to build the world's largest ketchup packet, and we actually made not only nationwide news, but friends from Hawaii was even calling. And that's when I realized now we need to have a greater impact. And I know that Navigation Church has had opportunity to do the Fall Festival, to be a part of Italian Fest, to be a part of the Egg Hunt. But then also with Cedarhurst, different businesses. At one point, the church invested money to even bring businesses into town. And all of it because we love this city. We love the family atmosphere. We love the hometown feel. But then also, I know for a church, one of the things that our long-term mission is to pastor the community. And I know that's a very churchy term, but as much as I want to take care of someone at a hospital, is as much as I want to take care of this amazing city. And I've had the privilege to do so many things. Chief Evans asked me to be the chaplain for the police department. And can I just say, for there not to be one fireman making fun of police officer or police officer making fun, I know, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It is better to be a police chaplain. I can't do that joke. Simon wrote it for me, and I just refuse to say it. But I remember about a month after Chief Borum, I tried to give my letter of resignation because I wanted him to have the ability to build his police department, and he refused it. And it's been an honor to serve as the chaplain for the police department. But then also it's been wonderful to sit in meetings at City Hall and to give input. And for a church to be able to be recognized like this is an absolute incredible honor. So I don't know if I said what I was supposed to, but I'm done now, and I'm so grateful.
So not only did we get to celebrate some amazing people tonight, but we kind of broke a record. It is 8:16, and I'm gonna put that to the credit of the police department and the fire department. Because I always build in, when we're talking about this, we always build in a half hour for each of them. And so I don't know if that's kudos or what, but regardless, it's a great night. It's a great night. So before we close the actual presentation and the event, please stick around and mingle, but I do need to acknowledge a few folks tonight. We need to acknowledge the amazing team here at Gateway Center that always puts on a beautiful event, sets a room with a great atmosphere, and always just a classy thing. We want to give thanks to Bella Milano that provided the delicious meal tonight. Alex Conley and Judd Robbins worked tirelessly on videos and trying to coordinate with people or not be able to coordinate with people. And so we want to make sure that we give thanks to them. And of course, all of the award recipients, we want to acknowledge you and thank you for the commitment and the what you contribute to this community. And I hope that each and every one of you that are here tonight are inspired by their stories and look into your own lives and go, how can I contribute more and do better? And regardless, whether you're an award recipient in the next few years, and some of you may come and not even know you're an award recipient, right, David? But regardless of whether you're on that recipient list, we hope you return next year to celebrate those in the community that continue to make a difference. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Stay and mingle. I don't know, the bar's probably still open. I'm certain the bar's still open. So have some fun, mingle, talk to the recipients, and just have a great night. Thank you so much.